Eala earns Dubai main draw spot after Keys withdraws. Filipina tennis standout Eala has earned a place in the main draw of the WTA 1000 Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships after American Madison Keys withdrew due to injury, tournament organizers said on Sunday. Eala, currently ranked world number 40, was originally entered in the qualifying rounds but was elevated to the main draw following the withdrawal of Keys, the world number 16, who is resting a thigh injury. Keys had been playing through the injury during the Brisbane International last January, where she suffered a loss to Karolina Muchova. The injury forced her to pull out of both the Doha and Dubai legs of the WTA Middle East swing. Tournament organizers have tagged Eala as one of the fastest rising players on the WTA Tour, a status reflected in her inclusion in a highly competitive field that features 18 of the world's top 20 players. The elite lineup in Dubai includes world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka and reigning Australian Open champion Elena Rybakina. Eala's rise has been fueled by a strong run of results over the past several years. The 20-year-old Filipina, who was ranked number 139 last year, reached the semi-finals of the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, before making the quarter-finals of the WTA 125 event in Manila. She also posted a solid showing at the Abu Dhabi WTA 1000 before exiting the Doha WTA 1000 earlier this week, falling to Czech teenager Tereza Valentova 7-6, 6-1. That the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships begin this weekend at the Dubai Tennis Stadium, serving as one of the marquee events on the WTA calendar. Rising to the occasion, Eala's breakthrough into Dubai's main draw in the glittering courts of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, where the world's elite collide amid desert sun and global spotlight, a new story is unfolding, one of grit, timing, and opportunity. For Eala, the promising 20-year-old Filipino sensation, the journey to the main draw in Dubai didn't arrive as expected. It was earned through resilience and the unpredictable rhythms of professional sport at a rugby ground full of stars, and an unexpected invitation. The Dubai Tennis Championships is one of the most prestigious stops on the WTA 1000 Tour, attracting the game's biggest names: Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Elena Rybakina, Coco Gauff, and many others. This year's edition had its drama long before the first serve. A wave of withdrawals reshaped the roster, most notably that of Madison Keys, the American Grand Slam finalist whose absence cleared a valuable spot. Typically, entry lists for these elite tournaments lock in 6 weeks before competition. At that time, Eala's ranking, though rising, wasn't enough to push her directly into the main draw. She was instead slated for qualifying matches, the crucible that many rising stars must battle through to reach the big stage. But fate intervened in a way only sport can script. Why Keys' withdrawal opened a door when Madison Keys pulled out, officially on grounds of fatigue and leg concerns according to tournament entries. It triggered a reshuffle. With other seeded players like Naomi Osaka and Marketa Vondrousova also absent, openings grew in the main draw. And that's how Eala, originally a qualifier, found herself upgraded directly into the tournament's main event in tennis. A withdrawal isn't just a name off a page, it's a new opportunity for someone else. For Eala, that opportunity arrived just when her career momentum needed it most. The backstory: a season of growth. To appreciate the magnitude of this moment, one must look back at where Eala came from and where she stands today. A year ago, she was barely inside the top 100. A year before that, she was still known mainly as a junior star, the 2022 US Open Girls Singles Champion, with immense potential but an uncertain path ahead. Then came 2025, a breakout season marked by several career-defining performances. A stunning run at the Miami Open, where Eala became the first Filipino woman ever to beat a top 10 player, with a huge upset over Madison Keys herself. Multiple deep runs at tour events, including semifinals and quarterfinals that pushed her ranking upward and showcased her growing competitive edge. A first-round appearance at the Australian Open and a memorable home country WTA 125 event in Manila, helping her broaden her experience on various surfaces and against varied competition. All of this culminated in her breaking into the world's top 40, making her one of Asia's most exciting prospects on the tour. Dubai, more than a tournament, a stage for growth. Now, in Dubai, she's not just another player in the draw. She's a symbol of breakthrough and of transformation. Consider the context. She's set to play among a field that includes 18 of the top 20 players in the world. She earned this spot not through a wild card or favor, but via her ranking and the unique dynamics of the entry list reshuffle. For many players, a main draw entry at a WTA 1000 event is career-defining, especially for one still mastering consistency on the biggest stages. This isn't just about Eala playing in Dubai. It's about challenging the giants of women's tennis, earning respect, and showing that rising stars from nations outside the traditional tennis powerhouses can compete at the highest level. What this means for Philippine and Asian tennis. Eala's rise resonates far beyond the courts of Dubai. In the Philippines, tennis has often lived in the shadows of basketball, boxing, and football, even as individual talents emerged. Eala's success has already sparked increased media attention and public interest in tennis. A new generation of Filipino athletes inspired by her journey. Conversations about investments in tennis infrastructure and training in the Philippines. Her presence in a marquee event like Dubai serves as a beacon of possibility, reminding young athletes that the global spotlight isn't reserved for those from traditional tennis nations. The unpredictability of opportunity. It's worth reflecting on how sports, especially tennis, can pivot on moments of unpredictability. A late withdrawal by a major player like Madison Keys might seem like a setback at first glance, reducing star power for fans and shifting seeding dynamics. But for emerging players, these moments open doors. They allow new faces to gain spotlight. They create fresh storylines in tournaments. They remind us that elite sport is not just about who's at the top, but who's ready to step into the moment. Eala's opportunity was shaped not merely by circumstance, but by the readiness she had cultivated through months of hard work, ranking points earned, matches fought, and lessons learned. She was prepared for this chance, and now she has it, preparing for the challenge ahead as the tournament approaches, running February 15th to 21st. All eyes will be on the draw and how the world's best shape up. Eala, unseeded and drawn against tough competition, faces an intense challenge, but even just being in the main draw matters. WTA 1000 events are pivotal for ranking points, career momentum, and visibility. For Eala, this could be a chance to move up even further in the rankings, a platform to test her game against top-tier opponents, an opportunity to cement her presence among the world's elite. Whether she advances for a single match or several rounds, this main draw spot marks a milestone, a transition from rising prospect to a fully recognized contender. Final.